852-217, 852-944, and 851-395. Those tickets have not been claimed for those prizes. If you have any of those tickets, please claim your prize. I believe Dustin Jarrett has got his microphone warmed up. He's got the headset on. DJ, 35 cars here tonight. 4 big heat races to start the night off.
Yeah, and again, no qualifying. We go from hot laps right into pre-race ceremonies, right into those 4 12-lap heat races. And I'm sure that you probably have a copy of those heat race lineups right up there in front of you. I also had an opportunity to sneak a peek at them a little earlier on, and as one driver told me, there are no bad heat races here at Lernerville in the Firecracker 100, and indeed that driver is right, because as I look down those heat race lineups, there are literally 4, 5, 6, maybe more guys from each heat that could win the race, let alone finish in the top 4 and transfer into the 12th annual Firecracker 100.
Yeah, you look at heat number 1, DJ. Chris Madden and Mike Marlar on the front row, first and second in points. Chris Ferguson and Chase Younghands in that one. You've got Alex Ferree in that one. The second heat with Mike Norris, last night's winner. He pulled off the shocker. Tyler Erb, so you got Young Guns up front in that one, but then you got Shane Clanton and Darrell. Session number 1. Green flag in the air. Green flag out on hot lap session number 3. Green flag in the air, final session underway. Before we get underway with our invocation and anthem, we've had an auction and a raffle going on this week here at Lernerville for the Longevity Foundation to help battle lung cancer. To tell you a little bit about what has happened, we're going to turn the microphone over in a minute. We want to recognize the people that made this happen and their hard work. Colton, thank you very much. Megan, thank you. And the 2 that spearheaded this from right in this area, Melissa and Tyler Bachman. Let's give them a very nice hand. Melissa?
I just want to thank World Racing Group and the World of Outlaws for letting us to do this. All the drivers that donated doors, played kickball. You know, it looked like it was going to rain, but they all came out and they had a great time. I want to thank every fan that bought raffle tickets, bid on doors. Thanks to your generosity, we were able to raise $5,153 for the Longevity Foundation. That is the most ever that we have raised. Yep.
Melissa, thank you, and Tyler, and both of you and all of you in the grandstand that helped be a part of this, and of course the drivers as well. We all have lost somebody or know somebody that has lost their life to cancer, and it's very important to keep this fight going on. With that being said, as we do at each and every race across these great United States, we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps one more time, please. Our invocation tonight from Motor Racing Outreach, Pastor Bill Beck.
First thing I want you to do is give God some glory tonight and clap your hands for the blessing that He's giving us this week. We serve an awesome God, and He serves us back when we serve Him the proper way, and we're doing it the right way. So tonight we're going to finalize this weekend of outlaw late models at Lernerville Speedway. And we're going to be blessed by a young lady who's going to sing with us also. But the real blessing is to look at you and thank you for who you are. Let's ask God to bless this night for each one of us. Heavenly Father, we're grateful. We've watched good racing. We've watched rain. We've watched dryness. We've watched frustration. We've watched joy. But above all things, God, we've watched the hand of God move upon Lernerville Speedway. We thank you, God, for every provision, every joy, every happiness, every smile. And Father, we even thank you for the trials. But we know at the end of the trials, the Word of God tells us that He has a plan for us. And it's a plan for prosperity and not defeat. So we're not defeated tonight. We're thanking God. Give us another safe race at Lernerville Speedway. Keep our drivers safe, our fans safe, and let the joy of Christ rise up again with us. In Christ's name, amen.
Please remain standing for the national anthem performed by Miss Jordan Peterson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, before she makes her way back up, let her hear you one more time. Miss Jordan Peterson.
Track be a little bit different. You got to go medium by that point of the night. Of course, a lot of them will be thinking medium to hard for the main event, but these heat races and these last chance showdowns will be a gamble, at least for setup for some of it. The plan was to have the hot pit area where they could change tires tonight down in the vicinity where you are, but Mother Nature kind of took care of that issue. There's no way these drivers could come in safely. The crews could work safely and get them out. So the hot pit, again, will remain outside of turns 3 and 4. For Tots, the Shriners, everybody down there with...
It's a lesson to me. The deltas and the east and the threes.
board, basically right underneath my seat. He said, I thought for sure that I broke something or something fell off the race car. He said, my heart definitely skipped a beat then.
Yeah, no doubt. Talking to him last night, as you did, he was telling me he had total confidence in the car. He had total confidence in the crew, the team. He wasn't sure about himself in pulling off a Sears Craftsman feature with these guys. Showing them the cones. Our first of 4 heats for the Firecracker 100. Come out of 4. Here we go. Off and running. It'll be Chris Madden, Mike Marlar, Chris Ferguson, and Chase Young adds the top 4 spots. Down the backstretch, under close quarters. Justin Williams, first car on the outside looking in. Here comes Alex Free. He'll battle with Williams for 5th. Lap number 1 goes to Madden. Chris Madden, Mike Marlar will duel it out in turn number 2. Madden will still have the upper hand. Down the backstretch, he and Marlar go. Chris Ferguson, rookie contender, in a transfer spot right now, so is Youngins. Mike Maresca battling with the 89 of Williams. Marlar, the second place car in the redraw spot for now for spots 5 through 8. He'd like to get the number 1 spot and have a shot for the pole. They'll work out of turn number 4. Lap number 3 will go on the scoreboard. It's Madden, Marlar, Ferguson, Faree. Here comes the 89 of Williams. And Youngans has fallen way back. Chase Youngans has went from a transfer spot to position number 7. Marlar stays right with Madden halfway next time. No, it'll be 5 in the books next time. So 5 will go on the scoreboard. We'll be one shy of halfway. 12 lap heats tonight. And the top 2 have pulled away from 3rd place, Chris Ferguson. Williams still knocking on the door of Alex Faree. Halfway next time by. Into 3 and 4 they go. Madden and Marlar holding the same line. A little bit higher for Faree. He's going to start pushing that cushion up the racetrack. So the second half of the race now underway. Marlar goes top shelf where Dad keeps the good books as he works out of turn number 4. Cushion starting to move up the racetrack, but still plenty for the drivers to lean on. 7 in, 5 to go. Marlar's going to continue to wear out the top side. He's got some momentum. Mike Marlar on the move. Ferguson goes top shelf. Bottom of the racetrack, and then sliding up was Faree. Williams running in the 5th spot. 4 laps to go, make it 3.5. No battle for Ferguson. He can't catch the lead duo, and Madden starting to pull away from Marlar. 2 to go signal when they come back by. Colton Flitter pushed up the racetrack and almost got off. Out of turn number 4. The 2 to go signal, white flag the next time by. Everybody going to work. And some coming up short, heading to the last chance showdown. Mike Marlar off the pace and almost off the racetrack. Madden on the white flag. Marlar lost all kinds of real estate. Smoke will head down the backstretch into 3, bring it out of 4. Chris Smokey Madden wins heat number 1. Mike Marlar will come home 2nd. Chris Ferguson and the 4 of Alex Faree are in the show. Justin Williams 5th. Mike Maresca, Chase Younghands, Colton Flitter, and Kenny Schaltenbrand. So the winner of heat number 1, the current World of Outlaws point leader out of Gray Court, South Carolina. The CN.
Well, you mentioned earlier he's one of a few guys that has not finished outside the top 5 in both events. And you see him, I just saw him shielding his eyes a little bit. That sun is bright out there, but I tell you what, your future tonight looks bright as well, man. You are running really strong here this weekend.
Yeah, we had a good car, you know. We had Mikey on the outside of us there, so we had a real strong heat race. Mikey's been really good here lately, and heat racing and qualifying. They've been racing real well. So, you know, we had a great car. Guys done a good job in the pits, getting me a great race car to win this heat race with. Now we need get us a good draw and get this 100 laps in.
Chris Madden will start in one of the first 2 rows.
Heat race number 2 has the top 4 go to the firecracker, top 2 to the redraw.
Give me fuel, give me fire.
Next stand, please. Green flag in the air, here we go. Off into 1 they go, Norris with the lead. Tyler Erb now in that second spot. And Tyler Erb is moving. He wants the lead away from Norris. 2 young guns go at it up front. Erb to the inside, Norris to the outside, lap 1 to the crusher. So Mike Norris leads Tyler Erb, Shane Clanton, and Darrell Lanigan. That's your top 4. Outside looking in for Bagley, Angelico. The 91 of Beck, Dan Stone, and Bub Hedman now. Mobags will go to the inside, sideways. Tries to get by Lanigan. He'll do it. Well, Darrell Lanigan had to get on the brakes or he was going to give Bagley a star check. Into 3 they go. And out of 4. And trouble on Clanton. Clanton just gave it all away. Oh, Shane Clanton in trouble and caution comes out. Caution will be out on lap 3 for Clanton. Shot, plenty of laps to go. 9 left, here we go. So everybody goes back to work. Morgan Bagley is the car on the move. He is up to the number 2 spot. Mobags taking over second. Angelico in the 4th and final transfer spot. Lanigan still on the outside looking in. Here comes Clanton. Oh my goodness, this is more mixed up than a soup sandwich right now as they try to figure out where they're going. And caution is out again. Bump Hedman off of turn number 2, took Mr. Toad's wild ride. Main, it's up to Norris to kick the tires, light the fires, here we go. Bagley goes after him. Morgan Bagley went after him and Norris shut him down. But Mobags, oh, we got trouble. Caution in turn number 2 and upside down is Angelico. He's on the roof, he's upside down in a big way. And unfortunately, we have just built our first Waffle House of the evening in turn 2 because they are scattered, smothered, and covered.
We can get back out and get in this race.
You can get back out and get in this heat race.
I'm going to see when they flip it back over. I didn't get hit on the wheels real hard. It had flopped over pretty easy, but we're going to look at it here real quick.
All right, we're going to let Dan get back to work. Did you hear that, Rick? They're going to flop this car back over and see not if he can continue racing tonight. He's going to try to get back in this heat race. Back up to you.
I'll tell you what.
You now. Can you keep this thing up front for the remainder of this heat race and get in the redraw for tonight's Firecracker 100?
Well, I'm pretty sure they just said on the receiver I am going to the back, so got a little work to do. Not sure what happened there. I came up and somebody was above me, so I tried to go down and there was somebody there. So it sucks that people got tore up, but it's part of it.
All right, Mike Norris in the 72. He will be the driver that leads him.
Haven't got any word yet, DJ, on whether that car is good to go or not. I mean, it is done. Okay.
Down the road with him to every single one of these World of Outlaws Craftsman Late Model Series events.
No doubt about it. Brown, so we got to stick together. Mobags will bring it out at turn number 4. Green flag comes out. Here we go. So Bagley and Clanton out into the second spot. Norris already coming. He's to the inside of Lanigan. Mike Norris, Darrell Lanigan will battle for third. 5 laps will go on the scoreboard. It's still Mobags showing the way. And trouble on Dan Stone. Caution out. So big brother Dan Stone. We start behind the leader, Morgan Bagley. Still 4 in the books. Here we go. So the battle for second between Clanton and Lanigan. Norris, Tyler Erb. Clanton will take over second, but here they come, a gaggle for the number 2 spot. 1 by 2 by 2 as they work out of turn number 4. 5 laps will go on the scoreboard this time in heat number 2. Anybody's guess who's going to transfer? There's 5 cars going for 4 transfer spots. We're halfway this time by. Here comes 3 wide for third. They split Mike Norris. Clanton to the outside, Erb to the inside. Norris gets the worst of the exchange. Halfway. Oh, and a big star check by Clanton on Tyler Erb. Oh my. He give him a shove down the backstretch. Lanigan to second. Erb is third. Clanton fourth. The 14M of Bagley about to get passed by the 14 of Lanigan. Side by side, the 14's battle. Lanigan's gonna come out and take the lead. Daryl Lanigan out front. And it's still far from over. We've got 4 laps to go. Lanigan, Bagley, Erb, and Clanton. How long will that last? Lanigan will get the 2 to go signal next time. Now Bagley back to the inside. Daryl Lanigan showing the way. And Bup Hedman's going to bring out caution with 3 to go. Well, turn 4 at Lernerville is normally the calamity corner, Dustin Jarrett. Looks like turn 2 tonight may beckon heat. The RPMs start to increase, and this second heat goes back to green. What's going to happen? Tyler Erb goes to second. So Tyler Erb just stole second away. Mike Norris goes by the 14M of Bagley. Turbo's going for the lead. Clanton's on the outside looking in. They'll work lap 10, 2 to go. White flag the next time by. Here comes Clanton. Oh, and Shane Clanton had to take evasive action as Bagley lost a little momentum. Tyler Erb still goes after Daryl Lanigan. Erb will look to the inside, Clanton to the outside of Mobags. White flag in the air, 1 to go. Lanigan will lead him. Here comes Turbo to the inside. 3 wide now for the number 1 spot. Lanigan will pull away. Norris got a piece of Tyler Erb's left rear quarter. Clanton's going for broke on the outside. Checker flag will go to Lanigan. Erb will come home second. Third will be Norris, and fourth will be Mobags. Shane Clanton will have to settle for the number 5 spot and go to the last chance showdown. Winner of heat number 2.
Pulls the Clint Boy Racing, Peak Antifreeze, iRacing.com, Kinetic Gas number 14 down here in Victory Lane. Daryl, what about that one? It was there were some trials and tribulations we'll see in that heat race, but all that matters is you came out on top and you are in the redraw for the Firecracker.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Our car really was too loose to run there at the bottom, so I jumped there to the top to try to get around them guys. It made it work, but we're going to have to tighten it up to run around that bottom a little bit.
All right, if he's got to make adjustments to that race car, that could be trouble for the competition because he was good in that heat race.
Oh, yeah!
Number 3 about to go green. Who transfers? We'll find out in 12 laps. The green is out. Side by side into 1 now. Shepard will take the lead away from McDowell. Eckert to the inside of the McDaddy and trouble on Powell. Powell went to the back but stays on it. Eckert to the inside of McDowell for second. Here comes Chubb. Lap number 1's going to go to the rocket ship. Now McDowell will settle into second with Eckert third, and Chubb's going to use the high side where he's made his living all weekend long. Shepard with 1 tire, maybe 2 over the right side of the racetrack. Chubb will stay on top. He'll try to get around Eckert. Still Shepard showing away. Covert first car on the outside looking in. Brandon Shepard, Dale McDowell, Rick Eckert, and Chubb Frank. Covert trying to knock on the door. Moriarty along with Lyle and Powell. Oh, Chubb got sideways. Covert took evasive action. Oh, and the caution is out. We've got a big hit into the wall. It was Gary Lyle. Oh, my goodness. Chubb got sideways. Covert got on the binders. He spun around, and then it all broke loose.
Rick, I'll tell you what happened is that the 1 star of Chubb Frank ever so slightly dropped.
If both of those pages are marked for you, you have got the kickball courtesy of the World of Outlaws, the Longevity Foundation. Keep your eyes on Jason Covert. Why not? He's at the back. He can march forward. Anything can happen tonight, and it has so far. Out of 4 they come. Shepard will mash the loud pedal. We go back to green. So right back to work they go, and it's a gaggle behind the leader. Shepard pulling away from all of it now. Eckert to the outside of McDowell for second. Final redraw spot is under protest. Chubb's in the 4th and final transfer spot. It's Powell and Rufo, the next closest. Jason Covert, a lot of trouble. There's something definitely wrong on the 72 machine as Chubb goes to the outside. He'll work on Eckert for third. Brandon Shepard showing the way. He'll bring him out of turn number 4. 4 laps in the books and 8 to go. Charles Powell Jr., the first car on the outside, looking in, going after Chubb. Chubb has had a rocket ship all weekend. Dale McDowell trying to keep that 17M in a redraw spot, and Eckert trying to get up a little bit closer. Halfway next time by as Rufo will go off the racetrack. Clay Rufo calling it quits here for the heat. We'll get the cross flags this time. We'll have 6 in and 6 to go, and Chubb is all over Eckert. Chubb Frank, who got a lot of damage last night when Jared Miley served him steak in the form of a T-bone, has come back and going after Rick Eckert. 7 will go on the scoreboard, 5 to go, all Shepard all the time. What was a 1.40 second lead is now 1.51. Chubb Frank is not going to give up the cushion. He's going to use it and abuse it as he goes after Eckert. Now he'll go to the inside, crisscrossed by Chubb. Chubb and Scrub will battle. Chubb will get it out of turn 4. Oh my, what a battle going on between Eckert and Frank. Now Chubb will clear him out of 2 down the backstretch, set his sights on McDowell. Chubb Frank's trying to get in the redraw. 2 to go signal next time. All Shepard all the time. Dale McDowell is going to have a hard charging Chubb Frank breathing down his neck. The 2 to go signal comes out. We get white when we come back around, and Chubb's going for it. He'll work his way on the high side of 1 and 2, a lap and a half to go for Shepard. Brandon Shepard in command. Chubb trying to close in. Now starting to run out of time. 1 to go. Chubb, a bottom feeder for the majority of his career, has found the high side to his liking at Lernerville. Checker flag's gonna wave. The Rocket Shep will win. He'll go to the redraw. Dale McDowell will join him. Scrub underneath Chubb. Chubb will top Scrub. Powell, then Moriarty, Covert, Rufo, and Lyle, the finishing order. And the winner of heat number 3, the defending series champion.
And Sheffy, you look pretty good out there in that heat race.
Yeah, car's pretty good right there. We just gotta be maneuverable for this 100-lap race and not get too committed to the top or the bottom, and be able to move around. And we've been able to do that pretty much all weekend. So just hope for the best.
Brandon Shepard looking to pick up his 9th win of the season here tonight at Lernerville.
Pace truck pulls in. We're ready for green for the final heat race. Here we go. So they mix it up and scramble right away. Moran's going to show the early lead. Brazil, here comes Satterley to the outside of Miley. Greg Satterley got himself a rocket ship. He'll take Brazil by storm. Slide job in front of Brazil. Brazil's going to thread the needle. Oh, and he gets tagged by Miley. And Miley goes around. Caution comes out. And that was totally a bad stroke of luck for Jared Miley, who did nothing wrong. Just wrong place, wrong time.
Absolutely wrong place, wrong time. As
those 2 cars, we know Miley's out of action. We're going back to green. So everybody goes back to work. Now the 4th and final transfer spot belongs to Brent Larson. Here comes Satterley. Satterley has been on the wood ever since this race started. That driver out of Rochester Mills is going for broke. Moran shows the way. So it's for now Devin Moran and Greg Satterley, David Brazil, and Brent Larson to the outside. Satterley just disposed of the 9 machine. Oh, he put him in his hip pocket, never looked back. So Satterley shows the way. Moran 2nd. 3rd is Brazil. 4th is Brent Larson. Greg Satterley with crew chief Robbie Allen showing them how to get around Lernerville Speedway here in heat number 4. 4 in the books, 8 laps to go. The field has stretched out. We'll get the halfway signal next time by. Trouble for Blake Spencer in the 6th. Lost control, gathered it back up. Lost a lot of real estate. Halfway this time, 6 in the book, 6 remain. Satterley, Moran in redraw spots. Brazil and Larson in transfer spots. If both of those drivers get in, and all 3 rookies will be in the show the easy way. Blake Spencer and Joe Petyak along with the W3 of John Weaver battling at the back. Satterley leading him out of 4. 4 to go. So Greg Satterley continuing to open up the margin on the 9 of Devin Moran. David Brazil a solid 3rd, and Brett Larson has pulled away from Matt Lux. Our 4 qualifiers for this one may be settled unless something happens. 2 to go signal for Satterley when he comes back by. Greg Satterley will bring it out of 4. White flag the next time by. Satterley has found the top to his liking. He'll bring it into 3, and he's caught the slower traffic. That may help Devin Moran. We'll see as the white comes out. Moran takes the low road. Devin Moran now will step to the top as Satterley is pinned down low by Weaver. Here comes Devin Moran. Shot out of a cannon coming out of 2. Moran's going to dive underneath him. Battle for the lead and the win. Out of 4, the mailman delivers. Satterley comes home 2nd. Brazil 3rd. Brett Larson 4th. You don't have to lead every lap. You got to lead the last one. No better way to finish the heats than a last lap pass by that driver out of Dresden, Ohio. Last year's Rookie of the Year had 2.
Grabs the heat race win in the Ty Touring own number 9. Maybe aided a little bit there by a lapped car, but this car also seems to get a little bit better the longer you race under green.
Yeah, well, for some reason this thing isn't good in some long runs there. Man, couldn't that happen last night, though? That would have been all right, but no. We kind of got lucky there to get that heat race win, but we got to go back here and get to work because we have a lot to do if we want to stay out front for the 100-lapper.
And that's the next question. Can you keep this thing out front for 100 laps and get your biggest career payday?
Oh, we definitely can. I mean, as long as we go back there and put our minds together and just work hard and make the right calls, I think we can stay out there for the whole race.
His dad, Donnie Moran, his brother, Wiley, car owner Ty Touring, and the rest of the crew will go back and get to work on the number 9 and see if they can
Do a number 1 to 10, very simple. Couple that's closest will play, then we'll do the same for you too. You were the first down here. I'm going to tell you the number. First couple, 1 to 10. Closest number wins. 6, 5, number was 6. You guys are in. You 2 couples, think of 1. Number 1 to 10, 7, 6. Number was 6. You're in. Okay, here's what we do, guys. When I say go, put your arms around each other, and the arm you're not using is going around each other. The arm you will use holds up the toolbox. Whoever stays up the longest will win. You can use each other to lean on each other. You're going to get some great prizes from Craftsman, but here's the deal. Girls, listen up. You have an option in this. You have 2 choices. When it's over, whether you win or lose, you have the option of your man taking you to dinner, or you can leave him here at the Speedway and make him walk home. Very simple. Are we good with it? She's going to keep it. Well, he's got a Mike Norris shirt on. You guys did win last night, considering. Are you guys ready? Are you ladies ready? Race fans, are you ready? Let's do this challenge in 3, 2, 1. Pick them up, and here we go. Jonathan will be our judge, and he's watching. It's very easy right now because these toolboxes are light, but all of a sudden starts to get heavy, doesn't it? You just won this the first night, but you've got to have her to keep it up. He's got some very good strategy. He's got his arm under her arm. That is not cheating. That is actually legal. The couple on the end, the Norris fans, they're still hanging in there too. Everybody looks good, Jonathan. What do you think? We got, uh-oh, are we fading? We're down. The middle is down. 2 couples left. 2 couples are left. Who's going to win it? This guy over here is struggling. It's close. It's close. And they're down. There's your champs. All right, congratulations. What's your name?
Stephanie Adams.
Steph?
Josh Moore.
Okay, here's the deal. You get the stuff from Craftsman. Because you won, you get dinner and a movie, and you can take him home still if you want. Is that okay? Congratulations, guys. Let's hear it for our competitors. Nice job. 57, the Winfield Warrior, Mike Marler. Been doing this a lot, Mike. That's a good thing. We know that.
Yeah, it's been going well for sure. Glad we're getting a race tonight. With this weather, been fighting all weekend, and honestly, I can't believe we're standing here looking at having a race.
No doubt about it. So there's a bunch of kids here. Who has the number 5 in them? You draw a 5, and you're doing good. You draw an 8, and you have to go home now. You got lucky. 5 for Mike Marler, a 5. Your next driver to draw, he is out of New Waverly, Texas, and he has been on the wheel all weekend long. Turbo Tyler Erb. Well, that got a little hairy over there in that heat event.
Yeah, it was a little wild, but made it through, and just have to see with this feature what happens.
Who we got? Young man right here. 5's gone. 6, 7, and 8 left. He'll reach in. And Turbo says 6. Well, you got an 8. That's okay. He's still getting a fist bump. 8 for Tyler Erb up next. Driver out of Chickamauga, Georgia, the 17M and the Mac Daddy, Dale McDowell. A couple of wins this year with us. It's not been a bad year.
No, it's been pretty good.
No doubt about it. So all of these are both younger than both of us. Probably all of them together don't equal our age, so pick one. Right here, young man. 5 and 8's gone. You're going to start probably in row 3, maybe row 4, and it's going to be a 7. You're in row 4 on the inside, which means our 6th place starter will be the driver out of Rochester Mills, Pennsylvania, the Truth, Greg Satterley. Welcome to the redraw, Greg. It's been a while.
Yeah, feels good to be up here, and I know we got a good starting spot. I think we got a pretty good car. I kind of parked myself under that lap car and probably caused myself a heat wind, but that's okay. We're in the redraw and the 100-lap feature, so hopefully going to make some adjustments and hopefully try to get a good finish tonight.
Hoghead's got your car rolling. Young man right there, you can cheat for him. There's only one left. You can reach in and look. And it is. Starting position number 6 for Greg Satterley. He'll start outside of row number 3. Now we go for the pole. And we'll start off with the winner of heat race number 1, the current point leader of the World of Outlaws Craftsman Late Model Series is not here, Chris Madden. So we'll pick somebody to draw. How about this young lady right back here? Come on over here. Oh, there he is. Hey, you were hiding with the kids. What are we doing?
Yeah, they're sitting down watching to see how y'all cheat.
Sitting down watching, see how we all cheat. Now, this young lady here is not going to cheat for you. She's probably going to get you, I'm going to guess 1 through 4.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get a 1 through 4.
Yeah, that's pretty safe. Okay, young lady, reach in there and get one of these tools. You got to reach in and get him a starting spot. Chris Madden will start. Pole sitter. We'll go to the winner of heat race number 2, 3-time Outlaw champion, former Firecracker champion, 171 career heat race, wins the Bluegrass Bandit, Daryl Lanigan. Man, Daryl, I can't remember last time you and I did this.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. We've struggled a little bit this year, but I was trying to get a new piece together and see what we got.
Well, that heat race was wild, and you ended up coming out with it. So this young lady's got her hand up. She okay to do it? 2, 3, and 4 left. Reach in there. Daryl will start. Okay, we'll go position 4 outside of row number 2. We'll go to the winner of heat number 3, defending series champion, the Rocket Chef, Brandon Shepard. Wow, this has been a heck of a weekend.
Yeah, it has. It's been, the weather's been crazy, and we're just fortunate to be up here in a redraw for the top 4. Hopefully we can put on a good show for all the fans that come out and sat through the weather with us, and just hope for the best for everybody.
2 and 3 left. Who do you want? Young man with the Chubb hat on. It's okay, he's got a Chubb hat and shirt. Yeah, it's okay. And he'll reach in and get position number 2. So he'll start on the outside of the front row with men, and that leaves our third place starter. He was the Rookie of the Year last year. 2 wins. He finished second last night, the mailman, Devin Moran. Most exciting heat race of the night, last lap pass. Did you see Ferguson going down low and figure he could get him up high in 2 and then come right back down under him in 4? Was that the plan, or it just happened that way?
Well, that lap car, he was kind of, I seen him up there for a couple laps, and they went to the top on 1 and 2, and then he kind of went through the middle of 3 and 4, and Satterley just kind of followed him, so I just figured I'd dive in there and see what we had, and worked out all right, I guess.
No doubt it did. Young lady, you get to cheat. You can go get him the 3. We know it's in there. And we have to make it official. What was it?
3.
Very good. 3 for Devin Moran. He'll start third. That's our top 8 starting spots in the Firecracker 100. It's time for 2 last chance. Huh? I never got a point sheet. Out of 4, the LCS 1 comes to green. 3 cars are going to advance in this 15-lapper. Justin Williams showing the way. Clanton a second, and caution is out. Stone after Clanton Chase. Okay, yeah. It's academic right now. So they go off into 1 and 2. Clanton to the outside of Maresca. Shane Clanton pulls the trigger. He'll take the lead. Williams falls to third. Now Dan Stone, first car on the outside looking in. Here comes Younghands. Chase Younghands to the inside. He'll slide underneath Stone. Stone will go to the outside. Leader. Shane Clanton is picking him up and laying him down. He'll drag him down the back stretch. Maresca now has to deal with Williams, and we've got 3 cars under a blanket, and Bub Hedman goes off the track in 4. See what shakes. Green flag comes out, and they are scattering. They fanned out in a hurry as they come out of turn number 4. So Clanton shows the way. Williams takes second away from Maresca. Now Chase Younghands, who's on the outside looking in, can get a transfer spot if he gets by Maresca and then holds it. Younghands comes up short though out of turn number 4. Angelico to the outside of Hedman, and Flinner had to take evasive action on that one. Maresca just cut off the 89 of Williams. Oh, Justin Williams got a good look at the fuel cell of the 7mm. Here comes Younghands to the inside. So 4 in the books, 8 to go. Make that 11 to go. We'll be a third of the way through this last chance showdown here at lap 5. 15 laps the distance. And it's all Clanton. Maresca second, Williams third, Younghands, Dan Stone, Angelico, Bump Hedman. So down the backstretch, Shane Clanton opening up a very sizable advantage over the Mike Maresca machine. Chase Younghands putting the battle on the racetrack for the third and final transfer spot with Justin Williams. Williams able to hold him off so far, but Younghands is building up a head full of steam. Leader Clanton has got himself a very comfortable cushion right now. 7 in. We'll be halfway next time by. Here comes Younghands to the inside of Williams. And Chase Younghands will complete the mission, slide in front of Williams, and take the third and final transfer spot. What a race it's been for the 25 of Shane Clanton as Tommy Beck is leaving. He'll go off the racetrack and call it a night. Shane Clanton high, wide, and handsome out of 4, 6 to go. The 5 to go next time by. So Blake Spencer and Dan Stone sitting pretty good right now in the point standings for provisionals. Unofficially right now, those 2 drivers may get in. Shane Clanton shown away with 5 to go. Maresca and Younghands. I think Younghands may go after second. He's not comfortable with third. Slide job by Flinner over Angelico at the back. Shane Clanton in a totally different zip code, almost a half a track lead on Mike Maresca. And caution is out. And it's the 89 of, meanwhile, still 5 to go in this, and Williams is going to leave. He's had enough. Out of 4 they come. So here we go with Shane Clanton showing away. Chase Younghands does take second away from Maresca. throw Colton Flinner into the mix. Driver out of Zealand Opal will take third away from Maresca. All of a sudden, Colton Flinner in the show. 4 to go. So Clanton, Young Hands, and Flinner now in it. Nobody saw that one coming except for the driver out of Zealand Opal. 12 in this time, 3 to go, and now it's up to Maresca to mount the charge. Shane Clanton working his way down the back chute and into turn number 3, trying to pick up the win. He'll bring that car out of 4. 2 to go, signal white flag the next time by. White flag next time by. Down the back chute and into turn number 3. Flinner holds off Maresca. White flag is out. 1 to go. Maresca running out of sands in the hourglass. Clanton and Young Hands, they're a shoe-in. Who's the last transfer spot going to be as Maresca gets a run off of 2? Closes right up on the 75F. Clanton's going to win it. Young Hands second. Here they come for third. Final transfer spot. We'll go to Colton Flinner. He's in the show. Colton Flinner gets in. Chase Young Hands and the winner of the first Last Chance Showdown out of Zebulon, Georgia. Out of 4 they come. The final Last Chance Showdown is up and underway. So the leader, Powell, brings Matt Lux, Moriarty in the battle for the final transfer spot with Covert and Petiak. Out of 4, Powell leads lap 1. Charles Powell Jr. and Lux off of turn number 2, plows the cushion. Caution is out. Here, and I think you know what it is. So out of 4 they come. And we go green with Jason Covert to the outside. Covert finally feeling it up front. He'll take a look at the rear deck lid of Charles Powell. Charles Powell leading. Second is Covert. Third is Moriarty. Now Joe Petiak to the number 4 spot. Spencer to 5th. So it's not over yet. Top 3 will advance, and 3 only from this one. So Moriarty has that third and final transfer spot. Here comes Petiak to the inside. Not going to happen. Charles Powell Jr. going to work. And there's Moriarty with a nice comfortable cushion over Petiak. That's for the third and final transfer spot up front. Covert closing the gap now on Powell. Jason Covert has knocked it down to .486 seconds. Clay Rufo leaving the racetrack. Covert drawing a bead on the leader as we come to 5 in and 10 to go. Jason Covert was at 4.86. He's at 5.19, so he lost ground coming out of 4. Halfway coming up shortly. 3 laps from the halfway point. And it's going to be a 2-car battle for the win the way it looks. They'll work out of turn number 4. Jason Covert, Charles Powell. 6 in, 9 laps to go. Covert gets a nice little run off of turn number 2. Powell is hitting his marks, doing what he needs to. Leaders come out of turn number 4. A little bit closer for Covert. Interval still not decreasing for Jason Covert. Powell is actually opening up the lead now. So everything that Covert worked for, he may have to settle for second and get ready for the main event there. 8 in the books, 7 to go. We're halfway. It's built up to now almost a full second. Leader Charles Powell Jr. heading into turn number 3. Covert staying there. Now the battle is starting to heat up for the final transfer spot. Out of turn number 4, Jared Miley to the inside of Moriarty. Oh, Jared Miley comes to life in the second half of the race. Takes third away. Moriarty will battle back on the outside, but it's going to be side by side now. Nobody giving up an inch. Joey on the outside. Jared on the inside. Miley will take over third. 5 to go. So leader Powell, Covert second, and the battle's still going on. Miley will get by Moriarty again. Jared Miley trying to secure a spot in the main event. Position 22 is where he would start if he can get this final transfer position. It'll be 3 laps to go for Powell, Covert, and Miley. The 2 to go signal when they come back by. And that lead is shrunk to 4/10 of a second. Oh, and they're locked up in turn number 3. Weaver and Spencer come together and they bring out caution. John Weaver, Blake Spencer, DJ locked horns when you have the gambler turning wrenches. Out of turn number 4, they come, green flag in the air. Here we go. So Covert's going to battle with Miley for the number 2 spot as they go to work out of turn number 2. Miley looking for second, and the Jet takes off and goes after Powell. Oh, 2 for the price of 1. Slide job in turn number 4. Powell answers back. White flag the next time by. Jared Miley just took care of business in 3 and 4. Powell finds himself in second. Covert's in third. Moriarty's got 1 lap left to get a transfer spot, or he watches this. 1 to go. So the Jet, Jared Miley, setting his sights on the final 2 corners of this racetrack. As they work on a turn number 4, the checkered flag waves. Miley wins it. Second to Powell, third to Covert. They're in the dance. And the final last chance showdown goes to the driver out of South Park, Pennsylvania. Nice job, DJ.
I get paid. I get paid to do this. Oh, huh.
So 10 cars were scheduled, and it sounds like 6 are going to answer the bell. So we will go to a 20-lap affair in lieu of car count. And just as I say that, all of them come out. Maresca on the pole in 7mm. It'll be Moriarty in 51. Out. Here we go out of turn number 4. Green flag flies. We are underway. So off into 1 and 2 they go. And 3 wide for the lead. Who would have thought that? Mike Maresca with the lead. Angelico, Moriarty, and Williams all up front. Bump takes over the number 5 spot. Lap 1 will go to Maresca. So Mike Maresca will lead the first of 20. 3 wide for second as they come out of 2 off the track. Angelico. And he bounces. He rumbles. See him. Green flag in the air. Here we go. Maresca will drag him off into 1 and 2. Battle for second as they work on that second corner. Moriarty to the outside of Williams. They'll go door to door coming out of 2. Joey got 2 tires off the track and he lost 4 spots. Make it 5, make it 6. Joey Moriarty just lost it all. Slow on the racetrack. We'll see if he gets caution. He is slow on the track. All tires are up. He's coasting down the front chute, and he's back on the hammer. But he lost it all in that exchange. That'll do it for him unless we get caution, because it's Maresca, Williams, and Bump Hedman. Top 3. Joey Moriarty was going for second and a shot for the win, and it just didn't work out. And it's working out for Bump Hedman, who's had a very miserable night as he sits in the number 3 spot. So that's good news for him, and John Weaver running 4th. So a good turnaround for a couple of drivers who have struggled. Mike Maresca along with Williams, Bump Hedman, Weaver, Tommy Beck, and Joe Petyak. 5 in the books, 15 to go. Off the track is Dan Angelico. That'll be it for him. Leader has got almost a straightaway advantage over Williams. Mike Maresca showing the way. Bump Hedman still running in that solid 3rd. Tommy Beck holding 5th over Petyak. Field has stretched out a half around this racetrack now. And Mike Maresca may have finally shaken off all the gremlins that have climbed into the cockpit of his 2 machines. He'll come down for 8 in the books and 12 to go. Turning 16 second laps is Mike Maresca. Fastest lap of the race came at lap 4. 8 in and 12 to go. Williams can only look and see the car streaking away from him from second. Battle right now between Petyak and the 91 of Beck. Joe Petyak will take over. He'll get 5th back away from Beck. They'll bring that battle out of turn number 4. Petyak on the outside, Beck on the inside. It's going to be halfway for Maresca when he comes across the line, but that battle for 5th continues to go. John Weaver with a solid run in 4th. The battle will now shape up for 4th between Petyak and Weaver. We're halfway, 10 in, 10 to go. That's it for Moriarty. He'll call it quits. Joey Moriarty out of the event. Mike Maresca showing the way. Maresca working out of turn number 4. Caution is out. Caution is out. $3,000 on the line. One of these 6 drivers is going to collect that paycheck and talk to you, DJ. We're going to find out who it is. So Maresca is going to lead the field back to green. The Potsdam, New York driver trying to put a statement finally on this weekend that he belongs. Bump Hedman in that second spot. John Weaver off the racetrack. Cost him some ground because here comes Beck and Petyak. 8 laps to go for Maresca. So Mike Maresca will open up the advantage over the 22 of Bump Hedman. John Weaver, Joe Petyak, Tommy Beck, and Clay Rufo. Cars left on the speedway. 13 in a baker's dozen with 7 to go. Lead was 1.314 seconds for the Maresca machine. And he's trying to open up that advantage over Bump. As Tommy Beck now working on Petyak for the number 3 spot. Beck to the inside. Petyak will shut him down. It'll be 5 to go next time. Tommy Beck, who's been awful quiet this weekend, has had a fast race car at times, trying to flex a little muscle and get the 3rd and have a podium spot behind, or in front of Petyak, I should say, but he hasn't been able to quite yet. So 5 laps to go. Mike Maresca in command. Bump Hedman having the best run he's had all weekend at 2nd spot. Joe Petyak, Tommy Beck along with John Weaver. We sit with 4 laps to go, and this is definitely Maresca's race to lose, without a shadow of a doubt. He has been the class of this one. As he works out of turn number 4 across the line, he'll get the 2 to go signal next time. And now Petyak closing the gap on Bump Hedman for 2nd. So we may have one more battle left with the 2 to go signal. Maresca across the line, Petyak closing the gap on Bump Hedman. And he is getting real close. White flag the next time by, it's all Maresca. Petyak going after Hedman for 2nd. Beck can only watch it happen. The St. Lawrence Radiology 7mm works on a turn number 4, and we've got 1 to go. Petyak again to the inside of Hedman for 2nd. He'll come up short. Down the backstretch. And in to turn number 3 for the final time. The driver out of Potsdam, New York, Mike Maresca wins. Joe Petyak has taken 2nd away from Bump Hedman. And he'll secure that spot. 3rd then will go to Bump. 4th will go to Tommy Beck. And 5th will go to John Weaver. So that is
Maresca. And he's going to come around here and grab a word with me. Man, I know that you would like to be up here a little bit later on tonight for $30,000. We're going to drop one of those zeros, but still $3,000. That's your biggest career payday and not a bad consolation prize after all the bad luck you guys have fought this weekend.
Definitely not. It's been a really tough weekend for us. Kind of when we unloaded, I wasn't very good driving, and we worked on that, and my team busted their tail. We had a lot of mechanical issues this weekend, and some mistakes on my part driving experience-wise and stuff, but they stuck with me the whole time, you know what I mean? Everyone that came out, Russ and Bob worked their tail off. on this thing all week. You know what I mean? And all my friends and family come out tonight too. So Pat, Kayla, Jeffrey, Angel, all of them, thank you for coming out. And I got to thank again Russ and Bob, because they worked their tail off all week, and I appreciate that.
How was the track out there in that race? Once you got out front, it seemed like you had it on cruise control, but it's also a pretty fine lineup on the top of this track tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and it took me a while to kind of get comfortable there. I mean, to be honest with you, that was probably the most comfortable I felt all weekend. So, you know, and I haven't run here much in a super, so getting them laps early on and getting to it, this place is a ball of fun once you get the hang of it. You know, I wish I could run that 100 laps later, but this is pretty good too, so I'm glad we got to come out here and run hard laps, and we were fast, you know, and we know we probably should have been in a race, but hey, we kept fighting and we got a cool prize here.
Yeah, $2,000 payday was your biggest win at Tri-City earlier this year. You got $3 grand now. Like I said, not a bad consolation prize.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. Definitely will help fix some of the damage we endured this weekend. So appreciate them for putting this on.
Nice job, bud.
Thank you, and thanks for all the fans for coming out. I appreciate it.
Another big round of applause for Potsdam, New York's Mike Maresca picking up the win here tonight. $5,578 in the 50-50. No, that's not yours unless you bought a ticket, Mike. Now, hang on. It is on a blue ticket. It is a blue ticket, and that winning number is 897972. 897972. And if you got it, take it to where the 50-50 tickets were sold. $5,578, and that is a pretty nice payday.
Here, but race just taking a little bit of a gamble on that. I hope it pays off. So Ben had a good part though.
Is it a guessing game for the tires?
You know, it's which part of the race do you want to be good in, I guess. So it's hard to say, man. You just never know. Cautions, a lot of things play into it.
Mike Marler out of Winfield, Tennessee says it could be. Ask you the same question. Is this a guessing game on tires for 100 laps?
Yeah, it kind of is. So much rain we've got all weekend. This is probably the latest we've raced all weekend. So I don't really know how the track's going to react to that. The water table definitely has to be up a little bit. So I guess we'll find out after 100 laps.
And again, he is one of the drivers looking for his... That Uncle Sam has made his way here in his costume as well, Rick. You look great, brother, as always. The facial hair on point. You don't even have to color it anymore.
Yeah, that's the advantage of growing old if there is one. Thanks, DJ. So we are going to meet these 26 drivers. When it's done, Father Tim Thompson will give the command to fire engines. We will start shotgun on this field. Out of Leechburg, Pennsylvania, normally in the Mr. Feed Rocket, he is Mr. Congeniality. Say hello to Gary Lyle. Stim, second in Lernerville points. In the Toma Meat Market Rocket, 29 of Ken Schultenbrand. Former multiple-time World of Outlaws winner out of Thompson, Pennsylvania in the Stone Excavating 21D, Big Brother Dan Stone. Making his first Firecracker 100 out of St. Augustine, Florida, the Beaux-Arts 4, number 6 Rocket, the St. Augustine Assassin, Blake Spencer. A multiple Max Series champion hails from York Haven, Pennsylvania. In the 5-Tech Solutions Rocket, the 72 of the Shade Mountain Assassin, it's Jason Covert. Out of Zelienople, Pennsylvania, in that Kryptonite race car, 75F, it's Colton Flinner. From Brookville, Pennsylvania, the Magnus Accounting Bubba's Racing Supply Longhorn, the 94 Charles Powell Jr. A former winner here in the preliminary out of Manhattan, Kansas. Shop Quick Convenience Stores, Young Hands Discount Liquors. Number 18, the Manhattan Maniac, Chase Youngans. And out of South Park, Pennsylvania, he was the qualifier winner in the Calusi Chevrolet Rocket, the 10 of the Jet, Jared Miley. 2010 Firecracker 100 champion, 2015 World of Outlaws champion out of Zebulon, Georgia. World Bank Energy Corporation 25, the Georgia Bulldog, Shane Clanton. All the way from Lake Elmo, Minnesota, the most improved driver of 2017, the Arnie Random Motorsports. B1, it's the B1 bomber, Brent Larson. Out of Longview, Texas, the Leadfoot left-hander in the P&W Sales. Got a race, Black Diamond, the 14M, Mo Bags, Morgan Bagley. 2015 Firecracker 100 winner, 2011 Series champion out of York, Pennsylvania. The only remaining outlaw from the original Dirty Dozen, Monumental Paving and Excavating Rockets, Scrub Rick Eckert. Out of Saxonburg in the Learn to Fly Academy, Franklin Rear Ends. Number 4, the A-Train, Alex Furry. The Rookie of the Year point leader hails from Four Corners, Mississippi, Franklin Fence, Good Hope Land and Timber. Number 54, the Raging Rebel, David Brazil. Last night's Sears Craftsman feature winner from here in Sarver, the Millerstown Pick-Apart 72, the Crusher Kid, Michael Norris. Well, Mike, you have got a ton of fans on your side. Last night, you said you weren't sure about yourself, you were sure about everything else. How do you feel now?
I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's a long time. I'm pretty comfortable with the 25 to 30 lap races, but this 100 lap stuff is a new game, so hopefully we can just bring her home in one piece and put on a good show for all these awesome fans.
Michael Norris in the 72, ready to fire off. One of the fastest cars all weekend, has put a lot of excitement into this race from Bear Lake, Pennsylvania, in the one-star Chubzilla, Chub Frank. Second in rookie points. Coming to us out of Mount Holly, North Carolina, the Live Oak Racing. Number 22, Fergie Time, Chris Ferguson. Out of New Waverly, Texas, First Class Septic Day Motorsports 91, we call him Turbo Tyler Erb. Two-time winner on the tour this year. Out of Chickamauga, Georgia, the Textron Off-Road 17M, the Mac Daddy Dale McDowell. From Rochester Mills, Pennsylvania, the Satterley Motorsports, Kaiser Manufacturing 22, the Truth, Greg Satterley. Second in World of Outlaws points. Out of Winfield, Tennessee, the Delk Equipment Sales, Smithfield, RS Trading 157, the Winfield Warrior, Mike Marlar. Three-time World of Outlaws champion, 2014 Firecracker 100 champion, the Cometic Gasket iRacing 14, the Bluegrass Bandit, Darrell Lanigan. Last night's runner-up, last year's Rookie of the Year, from Dresden, Ohio, Tommy Pope Construction, Ty Twerk Racing Rocket, the 9 of the Mailman, Devin Moran. To the front row, your defending World of Outlaws Craftsman Late Model Series champion. He hails from New Berlin, Illinois, the Sieber Calf Ranches, Valvoline. Number 1, it's the Rocket Chef, Brandon Shepard. The pole sitter that will bring this field 26 to life for 100 laps is the current point leader of the World of Outlaws. He hails from Gray Court, South Carolina. C&H Paving, Century Plastics, Davis Diesel, Millwood Plumbing, Herod Logging 44, Chris Smokey Madden. Smoke, you're in charge of setting this field of 26 to green. They're going to be all over you. You're the point leader. You're the pole sitter. There couldn't be any more pressure.
100 laps is going to be a long time around this place. I think we went with probably a little different tire combination than anybody out here. So, you know, we're looking forward to maybe getting a long green flag run here and seeing what we got.
Chris Madden, your pole sitter. Let's have a nice hand for the starting field of 26. And we have one order of business left. Father Tim is going to join us at the flag stand to give the most famous words in all of motorsports. All drivers are strapped in. They are locked. They are loaded. Father Tim Thompson back with us. These guys are anxious. Father Tim, I'm going to turn the microphone over to you. When you get the signal, you give the command. We'll hand it off to DJ and we'll have some fun.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Because these guys are chopping at the bit. And it's just a matter of getting them in formation. So we'll let them pace around just for a minute, and then we're going to fire them off. Everybody up, Lernerville Speedway, you wanted the best, you've got the best, four abreast. As Johnny Gibson says, they're often imitated, they're never duplicated. The most powerful late models on the planet, the World of Outlaws Craftsman Late Model Series, forward! And Brandon Shepard. They finished 1 and 2 in the points last year. Who wins the firecracker? It's showtime! So the dance is on, and Chris Madden's going to take the early advantage. Brandon Shepard to the outside of Devin Moran. They'll battle for second. Moran will take over the third spot, Lanigan to fourth. Mike Marlar to fifth. Satterley is in sixth. Lap number 1 will go to Smokey. 2, 3, and 4 wide as they work on a turn number 4 for the first time. It's Chris Madden showing the way with Brandon Shepard, Devin Moran, Darrell Lanigan, Mike Marlar. Tyler trying to make something happen from the number 7 spot. He'll go to work on Satterley. Madden leads lap 2. Hefty traffic in the middle to the back of this race, and the 22 machine of Gary Lyle, your first retiree. Gary Lyle pulls off on lap 2. Here comes David Brazil carving his way through the field, chasing down the 22 of Chris Ferguson. Rookie of the race and points on the line. 3 wide across the line. Now Tyler Erb to the inside of the 157 of Mike Marlar for fifth. Tyler Erb's feeling it early. Will he use up too much early in this race and have nothing left for the end? Time will tell with the 91. He has grabbed fifth. Darrell Lanigan, who hasn't been to victory lane with the World of Outlaws in quite some time, starting to take a look underneath the 9 of Devin Moran for the number 4 spot. It'll be for third. So Devin Moran trying to keep a podium spot with Lanigan breathing all over him. So far, so good for Moran. Second generation driver holding his own. Now Dale McDowell goes to work. He'll step to the outside of Brazil, and we got trouble in turn number 4. Colton Flinner just missing the inside retaining wall in turn 4. First caution at lap 5. Erb's going to be up on the top outside of Lanigan. Here we go out of turn number 4. Green flag in the air. We are back underway. So they all scramble, sketch, and fetch, and there's Moran to the outside of the 1 of Shepard. So the battle for second heats up. And Shepard will take over second. Now, Tyler Erb's going to go after Shepard for third. So Tyler Erb flexing early muscle, just 6 laps in. We'll see if he's got something left at the end. Greg Satterley steps to the outside. McDowell goes up top. Shepard having a little bit of trouble, it looks like. Could be just sitting back. It's a long way to go. 100-lap races, a lot of it is just managing the car for the first 50 or 60. Madden still showing the way. And a slide job by Colton Flinner in front of Charles Powell that shouldn't have worked. That could have been ugly at the back of the pack, but somehow they made it through. So Madden, Moran, Tyler, Brandon Shepard, Mike Marlar, Greg Satterley, Darrell Lanigan, Dale McDowell, David Brazil, Chris Ferguson, and Mike Norris. That'll be it for the 29 of Schultenbrand. He's out. So 2 on the attrition list early. Chubb Frank starting to get into the mix. Chubb running 12th. He'll go to the outside of Norris. Comes up short. Chubb trying to make something happen early on in this one. Chris Madden opening up the advantage. It was 1.164 over Devin Moran. This time by, the lead is 1.568. And Moran is under attack now from Tyler Erb. Erb to the outside of Shepard. Gets the 3rd spot back, goes right after Moran again. Tyler Erb would really like to have this one in his first Outlaw win. He's got a long way to go. 12 in, 88 remain. Those 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place cars are really getting it, but Chris Madden is just stepping away. Madden, definitely the car to beat early. Erb, Shepard, Moran all mix it up. Then it's Marlar and Satterley, Lanigan, and McDowell and Brazil. So a Baker's dozen are in. Won't be long and Chris Madden's going to catch the slower cars in the field. Madden's going to have some traffic to navigate here shortly. And to the outside, Moran to the outside, Shepard. Now he'll change his line to go underneath Tyler Erb. The battle goes on for 3rd. Shepard takes it. So Brandon Shepard back in a podium spot. Erb finds himself in 4th again. Brandon Shepard, who had 18 wins in 2017, has 5 this year. Could the streak start again? Chris Madden doesn't think so. Devin Moran and Tyler Erb don't want it to start here. Chris Ferguson, high, wide, and handsome. Brazil, the rookie of the race. Ferguson right behind him. They're 9th and 10th. Brent Larson is 20th. So now, Chris Madden will have to start carving his way through the slower traffic. First one to go a lap down will be Blake Spencer. So Spencer will go in the hip pocket of the leader. Turbo going underneath Brandon Shepard to try and regain the 3rd spot. Tyler Erb with a run, and Shepard finds himself in a battle. Shepard still scored as 3rd. Erb running 4th. And leader Chris Madden's got some serious traffic ahead. That's going to allow 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of Moran, Shepard, and Erb to catch him. Now Madden to the inside of Flinner. He'll clear him. Chris Madden starting to work traffic masterfully, and there goes Devin Moran. He steps up top. Devin Moran got a great run off of turn number 2. Shepard blocked the momentum of Tyler Erb. Moran on the cushion, riding the rim. He'll work on Colton Flinner. Chris Madden sees in his rearview mirror the 9 of Devin Moran. Moran actually closed the gap a lot and then lost it coming out of 2. Chris Madden will clear Charles Powell Jr. and go after the next in line. And it's going to be the 72 of Jason Covert. Covert under attack from Madden. Now Moran will go to the inside of Powell. Devin Moran closes the gap on the leader. Brandon Shepard throws it up top to see what's up there. Shepard now closes in on the 9 of Moran. Battle for second about to take shape. Madden to the inside of Big Brother. He'll try and dispatch him in turn number 3. Margin was 1.161. Lap 23, it's up to 1.325. Closing in on the 25% of the race completion. A quarter of the race coming up in 2 laps. Now Chris Madden has a little bit of clear sailing. And it's becoming a hornet's nest for second. Tyler Erb has caught Shepard again. Devin Moran has got them both. And Shepard, the odd man out that time. Tyler Erb, using both lap cars as a pick, grabbed the number 3 spot away. So leader Chris Madden will chase down Brent Larson. Larson under attack from the race leader. The battle for 2, 3, and 4. It's still Devin Moran. Oh, and Moran jumped the cushion. That cost him. Erb and Shepard both right there. Tyler Erb to the inside of Devin Moran for the runner-up spot, and Turbo just disposed of him. And Moran got pitched off. So Devin Moran finds himself in 3rd. About to go to 4th because here comes Shepard. Don't look now, but Mike Marlar is in the hunt. 27 of 100 in. And now Chris Madden will take care of the B1 bomber, but Larson answers back. Larson trying to stay on the lead lap, won't happen. Tyler Erb in 2nd. Moran 3rd, Shepard 4th. Marlar is 5th, Satterley 6th. Lanigan 7th. McDowell is 8th. 9th is Ferguson, and 10th is Brazil. So this race continues to click off. Lap number 30, 70 to go for Madden. No competition for now. That will change. Satterley bouncing off the cushion in 4. Moran has a battle behind him, and Mike Marlar about to take 4th away from Shepard. Marlar will dispose of him. So Mike Marlar climbs up 1. Shepard all over Marlar, trying to get the spot back that he relinquished. Marlar's going to go after Moran for 3rd. Greg Satterley has caught Shepard. Satterley now in the mix. 3 wide for the number 4 spot. Action all over the action track. Mike Marlar has cleared. Shepard sets his sights on 3rd place, Devin Moran. Blake Spencer is out. Nope, that was Alex Furry that took the sideline. Now, Satterley goes after Shepard for 5th. Tyler loses a little bit of traction. Here comes Moran. Devin Moran trying to get 2nd back. Turbo almost made a big mistake. Moran can't grab 2nd yet. So the battle for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th has gotten even tighter. 35 in for Chris Madden. Moran to the outside, Turbo to the inside. 2nd place, Tyler Erb. Now Moran's going to get a runoff 2 to try and grab the runner-up spot back. He has it for the moment. So Erb relinquishes the number 2 spot. All the while, Marlar, Shepard, and Satterley are coming on. Another good battle going on behind them between Dale McDowell and Darrell Lanigan, with Chris Ferguson watching that take place. Shepard to the outside of Marlar. Battle for the number 4 spot. Shepard takes it away from Marlar. Turbo to the inside of Moran with Big Brother right there. Shepard in the number 4 spot. Marlar is 5th. Chris Madden has no idea what's going on. but it's one heck of a battle for second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth as Satterley to the inside of Marlar for fifth. What a tussle going on behind the leader as caution comes out. Charles Powell Jr. looping it in 4 at last. Here we go. Delaware double file restart, 62 laps to go. Chris Madden, the obvious car to beat right now. Let's see if that changes. So we go back to green. Madden under attack. Devin Moran, who's been using the high side, gets a pretty good run off of turn number 2. Now he'll set his sights on Chris Madden for the lead. Not waiting till halfway or 40 to go. Devin Moran wants a taste of it now. Turbo third, Shepard fourth, Satterley fifth, Lanigan sixth, and Marlar back to 7th. So Mike Marlar really got shuffled on that exchange. Devin Moran back to the number 2 spot. Tyler Urban, now Satterley, who's been awful quiet but awful fast, will take over 4th from Shepard. Shepard will steal it back. Trouble in 4. Chris Ferguson loops it around, surrenders, and everybody else. Out of 4 they come. So the field goes right back to work. Chris Madden will show the way. Herb got 2nd away from Moran. Satterley got 4th. Satterley wants more. He'll go after Herb. May get pinched down and locked out by Brandon Shepard. Moran back to 2nd. Herb, Shepard, and Satterley. 9 laps shy of the halfway point. Mike Marlar still in the hunt along with Lanigan, Brazil, McDowell. Here comes Shane Clanton. Oh, Shane Clanton started in 17th. And the Georgia Bulldog has moved to 9th. He's cut the field in half. So Shane Clanton may have something for everybody in that Capital race car. Mike Marlar off the racetrack. Lost a bunch of positions. Lanigan gave him a star check. Oh, that could have been disaster for Marlar and Darrell Lanigan. So now Devin Moran's going to go after the leader. 44 in the books, 56 to go. Herb still 3rd. Shepard, Satterley, McDowell, Clanton, and Mike Marlar back to 8th. Chubb Frank over the cushion. Chubb in trouble. Lost a ton of positions. So it's Madden, it's Moran, it's Herb, Shepard, and Satterley, the top 5. 55 circuits remain. Things are just starting to heat up. We are not halfway yet. Chris Madden looking for win number 4. And a bigger stamp on his point lead. Shane Clanton is up to position number 7. The Georgia Bulldogs started 17th, and he's not done. He'll go after Dale McDowell. Greg Satterley still with sights on the 9. And the 1 of Shepard. And Shane Clanton is on the move. Clanton closes the gap now on Dale McDowell. Clanton coming from 17th, going after position number 6. That Capital race car is coming to life. He'll dive to the inside over in turn number 1. Oh, and McDowell gets sideways. Dale McDowell gets sideways. He keeps going. We stay green. Dale McDowell did all but spin out, but kept it alive. And Clanton is now 6th. Marlar 7th. Lanigan 8th. Norris 9th. McDowell back to 10th. That could have been real bad for Dale McDowell. So the leader, Chris Madden, had a 1.54 second lead. At the halfway point, it's up to 1.839. 50 in, 50 to go. Do we start making moves now, or do we sit back a little bit more? Halfway point now in the books, and we work the second half of this. Rookie of the race continues to be Brazil in 11th. Ferguson is 15th and Larson is 18th. Mike Norris over the cushion in 2. He lost the spot. Morgan Bagley will battle with Ferguson. Brent Larson actually catching the 22 of Ferguson. Leader Madden has clear, clean, and green racetrack. Devin Moran, Tyler Erb, Brandon Shepard, Greg Satterley, along with Shane Clanton and Mike Marlar, the closest right now. Satterley has kind of settled down in 5th. Clanton and Marlar will go at it for position number 6. Clanton not wanting to surrender after he's picked up so much. They'll bring the battle out of turn number 4. Clanton will hold 6th. 54 and 46 to go. Clanton and Marlar continue to wage war for the number 6 spot. Looks like 2 separate battles taking shape. Marlar and Clanton for 6th. Satterley and Shepard for 4th. 45 laps remain. And Chris Madden has opened up over a 2-second lead on Devin Moran. Dale McDowell will battle down the backstretch with Darrell Lanigan. They've exchanged a lot of pleasantries throughout the years. McDowell recovers for 8th. No change right now in the top 5. Mike Marlar goes right back after Clanton. Slide job in turn number 3. Mike Marlar will reclaim 6th. He and Clanton come together. Clanton will take it back. Shane Clanton didn't like that at all. Slides up in front of Marlar. Now Marlar will go after Clanton. So the battle for 6 has got ahead. Here's Satterley to the inside of Shepard. Greg Satterley trying to get 4th. Brandon Shepard holds him off. Marlar and Clanton still go at it for 6. Clanton takes it right back. Satterley tracks down the 1 of Shepard. Greg Satterley again shows the nose to the Shepard machine. Nothing doing. Next time around, there'll be 40 to go. Chris Madden for a Sunday afternoon cruise. But all the while, the lead's starting to evaporate. He's got to deal with slower cars, and here comes Devin Moran and Tyler Erb. 40 laps to go, and Moran is closing the gap slowly. Shepard is pulled away from Satterley and stays in a solid 4th. Devin Moran is coming on like a freight train on the outside. Moran now will take a look under Smokey for the lead. He'll come up short. Devin Moran's going to try and get the 44 caught in lap traffic if he can. Moran will take a look to the outside of the racetrack. Madden slips up a little bit. Here comes Moran. Devin Moran's going to try and pull the trigger. Moran to the inside of Madden. Madden may be trapped. Not much room for the leaders. And Devin Moran will show the nose to Madden as they come out of 2. Still not quite. 63 and 37 to go. Laps are clicking off in a hurry. Madden and Moran right now the class of the field. Devin finished 2nd last night. And he got a good run this time off of turn 1 in through 2. Chris Madden will go to the outside of Dan Stone, and he'll have Chubb Frank in front of him. No current battles on the racetrack behind them. 35 laps to go. Moran the closest to Madden. Madden's going to stay in Chubb Frank's tire tracks. We'll see if that pays off or costs him, because here comes Erb, Shepard, and Satterley. And caution is out. We've got 35 to go, a Saturday night shootout here at the action track. We go back to green. And that is some real close quarters coming out of 4. Everybody taking the low road. Devin Moran will throw it up top, and he's going to get that momentum forwarded by the 91. So Moran will look to the inside of Erb. They'll go side by side, wheel to wheel, door to door. Satterley to 4th. Greg Satterley flexes muscle. Morgan Bagley is up to 6. Mo Bags has come out of nowhere. Oh, the left-handed lead foot is going for it. Morgan Bagley trying to get a top 5. Where did Mo Bags come from? Clanton to the outside of Bagley. And Mo Bags is feeling it. So 3 wide for the number 3 spot. That settles down. Bagley working on Shepard. Satterley off the track. Bagley to 5th. Satterley paid the price. And Morgan Bagley, running in the 5th spot, started in 15th. So it's Chris Madden, Tyler Erb, Devin Moran, Bagley battling for 4th with Shepard. Look at Mo Bags go. What a run for the driver out of Longview, Texas. Chris Madden will have 30 laps to go, and caution away for Chubb. Caution waves for Chubb. I'm going to keep my eyes on Mo Bags and Clanton. They've been the movers and shakers. Let's see what happens. The 3 rookies run nose to tail on the inside. Turbo takes 2nd. Bagley going after Moran. Moran got a piece of Herb. Devin Moran found a hole. He'll try and shoot the gap slide. Job and Moran is 2nd. Here comes Mo Bags. 30 laps to go. Devin Moran and Tyler Erb. And Moran jumped the cushion, and that opened up the door for Bagley, and he walked right through the threshold. Morgan Bagley in a podium spot, going for 2nd. Caution is out. Pace truck is in. Green flag is out. Let's see what happens. So off into 1 they go. Tyler Erb, Devin Moran will battle for the 2nd spot. Moran had it. Erb wants it. Mo Bags sitting at 4th. Shepard 5th. Marlar and McDowell. Tyler Erb tries a slider and gets in front of Moran. He'll take 2nd. Tyler Erb through all caution to the win. Moran pulls the slide job in front of Erb. Bagley working on both of them as Erb to the inside of Moran for 2nd. Another slide job in turn number 4. Erb back to 2nd. Moran 3rd. Bagley 4th. Shepard to his outside. 1 by 2 by 2 as they work out of 2. Bagley finds himself in 5th for the first time in quite a while. Madden leads. Mike Marlar, McDowell, Lanigan, the 18 of Young Hands. Daryl Lanigan, after going to the pits, all the way up to 8th spot. Battle for the rookie chase right now belongs to Brent Larson. He just went by David Brazil. So Larson now the leading rookie. Chubb Frank calls it quits. 25 to go this time by. Morgan Bagley battling with Brandon Shepard. Mike Norris working on Chase Young Hands for the number 9 spot. Rick Eckert has come to life. Scrub in 11th. Devin Moran all over Tyler Erb for the number 2 spot. Shepard and Bagley watching that happen in front of them. Bagley losing some real estate that time. And Mike Marlar's going to take advantage. Down the backstretch, it's Devin Moran taking a peek at the 91. Bagley and Marlar will battle for position 5. Tyler Erb 2nd, Moran 3rd, Shepard 4th, Marlar 5th. Bagley 6th, McDowell 7th, Lanigan 8th, Young Hands 9th, and Eckert 10th. Brazil back to being the leading rookie as he got around Larson. 22 to go. McDowell to the outside of Mo Bags. A great run by Mo Bags, may be over. And all the while, Chris Madden walks the dog out of turn number 4. It'll be 20 to go next time. Dale McDowell saving something for late in the race as he steps to the outside of Bagley. 20 to go when Madden comes across the line. Shepard and Marlar battle right now for fourth. Everybody chasing Madden. Marlar up on the top of the cushion. Chris Madden's got a while before he'll reach the slower cars. Shepard to the inside of Marlar, who slipped up, but Marlar holds him off. So Mike Marlar in fourth. Dale McDowell to the outside of Bagley, and McDowell works on Shepard. So McDowell, veteran that he is, saves it for late in the race. And he closes the gap on Shepard. Shepard trailing the 157. 18 laps to go. So your leader has got him a straightaway lead over Tyler Erb. We've seen this movie before. Tyler Erb in second. And there he is, and there goes McDowell. He'll take fifth away from Shepard. Dale McDowell looking, hunting, scratching, pecking. They'll work on a turn number 4. It'll be 15 to go, and oh, Tyler Erb almost made a mistake. Bounced off the cushion and almost lost it. And that cost him a lot, because there goes Moran and Marlar after Tyler Erb. Devin Moran now closing in on Erb, 15 to go. Here comes Mike Marlar. Slide job in turn number 4. He'll take it away from Moran. Moran to the inside of Marlar. They're not giving up an inch, and they're 3 wide for second. Moran gets it back away from Marlar. He'll go to third. Second, third, fourth, and fifth under heavy protest. Slide job by Marlar, and he jumped the cushion. Marlar to the inside of Erb for second. Dale McDowell works on Devin Moran. What a race going on right now. They are all over this surface and using every inch of it. Laps are winding down. It'll be 12 to go for Smokey. What a battle going on for second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Dale McDowell to the inside now of Devin Moran. McDowell looking for fourth. Slide job in turn number 4. 12 to go. Unbelievable racing here at the action track. Tyler Erb goes after Mikey Marlar for second. Side by side in turn number 4. Slide job. Erb to second. Moran to the outside of McDowell. What a race. Chris Madden's got no idea what's going on. He don't care. He's 10 laps away from pay dirt. So Marlar to the inside of Tyler Erb for second. Mike Marlar takes it. And to the outside of McDowell was Devin Moran. Marlar gives up second again. He'll go right back after Erb. 9 laps to go. 1 by 2 by 2. Marlar slide job in turn number 4 on Erb. Incredible racing here at Lernerville. Chris Madden, 8 laps away from victory, and there is a hell of a battle going on behind him. Now Tyler Erb will go after Mike Marlar for second. McDowell after the Moran machine for the number 4 spot. Nobody's got anything for Chris Madden. It's his race to lose. But it is all going for broke for second through 6th. Mikey Marlar in second, Erb is third. Here comes McDowell to the inside of Devin Moran. McDowell trying to make something happen for 4th. Madden has never won the firecracker. He is 6 laps away. Now a slide job by McDowell. He gets by Moran. Moran answers to the inside. Devin Moran takes it away. McDowell goes right back after him. Marlar running second. Tyler Erb is third. We've got 5 laps to go in Sarvertown. Moran, McDowell, and Shepard mixing it up for positions 4, 5, and 6. Clanton is 7. Mobag's 8. Lanigan is 9. Battle for 10th between Eckert and Norris. 4 laps to go for Smokey. Chris Madden will work the inside of David Brazil. Brazil, the current rookie of the race, not no more. It's going to be Brent Larson. He has got the 14th spot. Dale McDowell trying to get the number 4 spot away from Devin Moran. 3 laps to go. It's going to be the 2 to go signal. White flag the next time by. Marlar in second, Herb in third. Moran, McDowell, and Shepard and Clanton. Chris Mandel worked turn number 4. He has got 4 left-hand turns left. The white flag is out. There's 1 to go. One lap to go. Down the backstretch for the final time. We've had sun, we've had rain, we've had fog, we've got smoke on the water. Chris Smokey Man will win his first firecracker. Coming home second, it'll be Mike Marlar. Third will go to Tyler Erb. At the line for 4th, Devin Moran. Dale McDowell comes home 5th. You race fans just saw one hell of a battle. His 4th win of the year, pads his point lead a little bit more en route to what may be his first Outlaw Championship. He's had a great car all weekend, but this is the first time we've seen a smile come out of the driver out of Great Court, South Carolina.
Hey, Rick.
Yes.
Dollar menu on all the hot foods. Did you get that?
Madden's first ever Firecracker 100. He gets the Craftsman Club hat. He gets the Hoosier neckband, the VP Fuels flag. He is the newest to win the Firecracker 100 here at Lernerville Speedway, race fans. Put your hands together for Chris Smokey Madden! Well, Chris, tradition started in 2004. The winner gets to wear the hat that signifies $30,000. Race fans, he's going to put it on. Now he's officially the Firecracker 100 champion, Chris Madden. Smoke, you've been good all weekend. Not a whole lot of smiles, a lot of serious. Finally, you can let loose.
Well, you know, like I said earlier, we hadn't been here with Barry's car, and we just wanted to get 100 laps on our belt here. We just done what we know how to do and just adjusted our car. Ever since we've been here, we've tried some things and backed up, and we tried some things and got better, and we just took all of our information we've gathered the last 3 days and put our heads together and had an awesome race car tonight.
This Barry Wright race car has been good all season long. You've kept the point lead. They've gotten to within 2. But you stopped point racing. You guys went to the board and said, look, we got the best car. We don't need to point race. We just need to go out there and run our butts off. It's really paying off.
Yeah, we had got off right there a little bit, probably 3 or 4 races ago. And we just had a few issues there that we found. And we got our problems fixed, and our race car come right back to us. And, man, we've had an awesome season. I just want to thank God for giving us the opportunity to do this. And all these guys that work hard on this thing, man, they're awesome people.
No doubt about it. You got to have a good crew behind you in order for you to be good. The question I had was, it looked so easy for you out there tonight. I know you had a little bit of lap traffic and it got a little bit tight, but for the most part, you were just the car to beat.
Yeah, we were, you know, like I said, when we started tonight, I think we'd done a little different combination there than everybody else, but when we fired up and I was able to run the middle of the racetrack like I was, I knew that if nothing happened, we was going to be the car to beat.
We're going to help these two gentlemen out. Father Tim has got the Firecracker 100 trophy. This thing weighs a lot, boys and girls. It takes two people to hold it. This is a trophy not many drivers can say they have. Firecracker 100 champion, Chris Smokey Madden. We're going to do something we don't normally do. Come on over here, Barry Wright, Master Chassis Builder. You know, you guys went for this World of Outlaws Championship this year, and so far this thing is paying off. You guys have really found something.
Yeah, we having a good year, and could have been a little better with a break or two, but Chris is doing an excellent job. My son Lance, Will, and AJ on the crew, they do great work. So this was the best. I've tried this a few times up here and finally made it, so it feels so good.
Welcome to Victory Lane, young man.
Thanks a lot, Rick.
Barry Wright, car owner and chassis builder. Ladies and gentlemen, he's got the check for 30 large. Give him one more big hand, Chris Smokey Madden. Chris, real quick, Barry said he's been bringing the car here for a few years now, and he finally got a win. I think he's as happy as you are, if not happier.
Yeah, I'd say he is. You know, we need to thank all these sponsors on this car. We need to thank Henderson Amusement, All-Star Performance, C&H Paving, Larry Harrell Logging, Millwood Plumbing, Century Plastics, Davis Diesel Service, Crowder Trucking, Penske Race Shocks, Ronnie and Aaron and Nick, and all those guys work hard for us. We appreciate those guys. Hoosier Dirt Tire South, VP Fuels for great fuel, Clements Automotive for an awesome race engine, and Barry Wright Race Cars and all his guys at the shop, and my family, and you know, I got family at home watching tonight. I love you all.
Yeah, I think they love you too, Smoke. Congratulations, first ever Firecracker 100.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Chris Smokey Madden getting his first Firecracker 100, and we'll talk to the driver that will not let this championship get out of his sight, Mike Marlar. I'm telling you, man, it's got to be this red suit. Ever since you donned this thing, you've been on fire.
Yeah, we we definitely made lemonade out of lemons there, you know. So I just couldn't get a break all night really in the feature. I get started on the bottom there and it's kind of greasy, and as soon as I would get out of the bottom and pass those car positions back that I would lose on the restart, another caution, you know. So just fought that the whole race and finally got some green flag there at the end and came on. So heck, I'm real happy. Congratulations to Chris. You know, as also he had a really good weekend, and Barry and these guys, they're doing an awesome job and awesome competitors.
Well, you come out of here with a track record, a second place finish in the Firecracker 100, well within the points battle for the championship. We've got about 5 or 6 days off, and then we start going through the Midwest, so that's going to be an interesting turn for all of us.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to some dry feet here for a day or two, you know, and we'll get home and get everything cleaned up and reboot a little bit. Been gone since before Eldora, so head out again and keep working at it. You know, it's a grind, but it's a tough deal, but it's you know, it's paying off. All of our hard work is. So again, thanks to Chris, he done an awesome job. Now thanks to all my car owner Ronnie Delk and Smith Bill Holmes, Bruce Bill, Rocket Chassis, Coronet Engines, Integra Shocks, Hoosier, you know. Just everybody that makes it still happen. My wife Stacy and Josh and Jerry and all the support we have. So appreciate all that help, and thanks to you fans for sticking down this bad weather.
Excellent run, Mike.
Thank you.
Mike Marlar coming home second, and a driver that we finally get to talk to in the podium, Turbo Tyler Erb. Man, second, third, going for the lead, second, third. We'll come home third. We'll take this.
Yeah, it was a really, really good run. This is our first top 5 of the year, I think. Just everything that could have broke, or just a lot of driver mistakes. So I'm super happy. I love this place. The track was in good shape, so looking forward to next year.
Flexed a lot of muscle here all race long, and the car withstood it. So you guys really did your homework this afternoon on how to make this thing last 100 laps. You did a hell of a job out there.
Yeah, it was. The car was really good. It's been good for the past 2 or 3 weeks. Just hadn't had much to show for it. But I just want to send a special thanks to Wayne Childress. I know he's watching this with New Point Lighting. My guys, they worked hard. Pooter, Bob Barker, just everybody that helps, anybody that helps me parts financially. I can't thank everyone enough, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of the summer.
Turbo, great run. Welcome back to the podium.
Thank you.
Tyler coming home third, Mike Marlar second, and the champion Chris Smokey Men. And I think we have one more parting shot from our champion. Smoke, the floor is yours, my friend.
I want to thank Shane and his father-in-law and his family for giving so much hospitality to me on this road out here. You know, those guys really give me some comfort zone there, and I really appreciate it. His father-in-law is a fine fellow.
Yep, Shane Clanton and Ron Davies kind of helped you guys out. You guys are good buddies. You're up 4-0 on Shane. I wouldn't rub that in.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Chris, man, your winner.
And as the victory lane celebrations continue, if you are on your way out, again, we'll ask you to please have a safe trip home. We cannot thank you enough for joining us for the 12th annual Firecracker 100 here at Lernerville. And on behalf of everyone with the World Racing Group, the World of Outlaws, Craftsman Late Model Series, and everyone here at the Lernerville Speedway, ladies and gentlemen, we'll ask you to please, whether it's tonight, whether it's tomorrow, have a safe trip back home. And thank you for joining us for the 12th annual Firecracker 100.